Good morning, everybody. Now the microphone's on. Oh my gosh, what are we doing this morning? I screwed up the cold start. It's no sound. Fired right up though. We're going out to an auction sale site. I got hired to narrow some tractors and Kraus Dominator tillage tool, a whole bunch of other stuff. Anyway, got lots to do. It's good and early this morning. It's about 5 my time, Eastern Standard Time, so it's real early for you guys on the West Coast. Anyway, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna narrow these tracks up, and we'll go from there. But we gotta get some fuel. Got my fuel. Truck needs fuel, so it's 14 degrees outside today, so it's gonna be cold. Maybe we'll get you a little tour, show you some stuff out there. Who knows? But if this is your first video of mine, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff that you already know what to do, and you're probably tired of everybody telling you how to do it. So, either way, thanks for tuning in. And merchandise is there if you want to buy it. Don't feel like you have to. It's just out there. You know what I mean? So, just something fun. So anyway, that's about it for right now. All right, so here we are. This is an 8310 RT right here. Narrow tracks. I'll show you here what we got going on. So, 8310 RT, beautiful tractor. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. The planter, also a beautiful piece. Sorry about the noise. If you can't hear me very well, I do apologize. I got a couple of heaters going. Get this microphone turned around so you can hear me. But anyway, I got a couple heaters going. Kind of blasting some heat. It is 17 degrees here in Michigan, and the owner of this farm was gracious enough, and really good guy. He let me work inside this 80 by 120, I believe, pole barn. It's beautiful. Beautiful. So anyway, to narrow these up, we're gonna have to move them bolts eventually, remove them, and then it slides in on this bar, and then you have your axle housing, your axle shaft that's also got to be moved in. So we're gonna figure out where center is. He wants it 88 inches on center, so his text message said, and that's where we're going to put them. So it's still hooked to the planter, but I'm going to lower the planter down on its jack stand and go from there, because they need to load this as well on a trailer. So it being all hooked up to the tractor it was used on is pretty good. So that's where we're at. This thing's a beautiful tractor. I mean, look at the, I'll actually crawl up inside for you and let you see how immaculate this this tractor really is. I mean, second to none as far as quality of equipment around here. Looks like a bunch of dirty feet have been in here. That's not how he kept it for sure. But I mean, shoot, look at this thing. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. Let's see how many hours are on it. Oh, we got a battery disconnect off. We'll go find that right quick, and then we'll get her fired up. All right, battery disconnect, where would it be? Well, let's go find her. Oh, we got some battery cables coming up here. All right. I hope it's not just dead, 'cause that would be a bad thing. There's that. Oh boy, I don't see a disconnect anywhere on this bad lad. Check under the hood real quick here, just to make sure the key wasn't left on. It's got ether start. may have to hook up the jumper cables because I don't see a battery disconnect anywhere. Am I being silly, or do we not have a disconnect? Because all we have is, here's our positive coming up, our ground's going there. So if anywhere, it'd be under this, and I don't see any disconnect. Oh boy, she might be dead to the world. But we'll check her out. We're gonna hook up to the service truck and let her charge for a while. That's gonna cause an issue, but all part of the game. Beautiful tractor though. Golly. Sometimes those ignition switches are hard to pick on, so. Anyway, we'll see if we can set you up and we'll get you some view of this thing if I can. If I take the time to do it, I don't know. It takes a few seconds to do, and I just write that time off, so we'll go from there. Again, sorry about the noise, but here's where we got her jacked. We jacked it, you probably can't see it, we jacked up on this frame, and then we jacked up on the rear end. I'm sure it's jacked up on the rear end with a 20-ton, 30-ton up front, and then we got these house moving jacks, old school screw jacks that we're using for jack stands. I'm using them. They work good, they're solid, they ain't going nowhere. Non-collapsible, so another garage sale flea market find. But now I'm gonna figure out, he wants some 88 inches on center, so we're gonna use the center of the track, go to the center of the machine, and we'll figure that out. So that's the next part. Alright, update on the 8310R yada yada track moving in. I measured the distance, I put a line and a bolt stop here. I've already done the other side. This is what we came up with for the pusher. So you only have to push on this, so you use a beam, comes out to the edge. We're not going to mar nothing up, wreck any tracks. Ratchet strap it to the front of the coupler. Now we're moving in. I'm going to give you a, I'm going to see. Go ahead and come on in, we'll see how good it goes. It's moving pretty good. All I'm doing is supporting down here. And we're just working back and forth. All right, I gotta set the camera down. I gotta use a pry bar real quick. Let's see if I can get this on there so you can see. All right.
I'll show you what we're doing here. So I'm watching that line. That's where the rim's got to end up. So we want to go past that line a little bit because the rim sucks out into the clamp or into the wedges. So that's what we got to do. So I'm going to have them come in a little bit more. And that mark is exactly 16 inches. Oh, right there. That's the spot. Go ahead and back up, set her down, and we'll be okay. So now, the old hub was out of here, outside of here, 1/4 inch. So we have to go 15 3/4 from here to the face of our wedge lock right here. So we're going to do that real quick, and we'll get back to it and go from there. Make sure when you use your wedge bolts to keep them separate on the pusher bolts. It does mess up that thread. Run a tap or run a die on it, and you're good to go. So we're getting close. We'll just line these up now and be all set. So stay tuned and we'll have her measured up. Actually, first thing I'm going to do is try to measure center to center and make sure we're real close to that 88 inches that the customer wants. So that's what we'll do right now. Alrighty, we're getting closer. Oh boy. It's been one of those times where getting everything straight, narrow, and straight and even or whatever, but it's we're getting closer. You got to run a die on your push bolts, that way they thread in nice and you don't have any issues. Right now we got it evenly spaced and we're sucking them in nice and tight. These bolts are tight. I guess that's about it. Other than that, yeah, we're looking good. So there's that pusher that we did. Another shot of that. Oh, these old house jacks, I don't know if I mentioned them yet or not. I'm getting kind of confused because I don't know what I've said because it's been so long. Moving these tracks, it's definitely a time-consuming process. Right now, I'll let you know how many hours I have into it when I'm all said and done, but it's kind of crazy. It takes a while. It's a good day's worth of work, I'll tell you that, to move them and get them perfect. So I'm going to measure it again and make sure we're good to go, and then we'll go from there. Alrighty, we have got the tracks moved in. Here's where we originally started the bolts here. We moved them 16 inches in on this one because we had to narrow it down 32 inches. So 16 inches on each side. Simple math, I know, yeah, whatever, anyway. So we did the same thing over here in the axle shaft. This was actually sticking out 1/4 inch past here. So we did 16 inches, 15 3/4 to the face because the face was 1/4 inch out. So we moved them in evenly. So we have our 88 inch on center spacing. Well, this tractor is a phenomenal unit. Got a little dirt on it, but a little grease more than I wanted to. But other than that, that's what we did today. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Let me know what you think. Thumbs up, thumbs down, I don't care. Merchandise, like I say all the time, is available on theheavywrench.com. Buy it if you want to. Don't feel like you have to. Anyway, have a great day, and may your wrenches never slip.